here.
We're live. Who does the intro when you and Donnie do the show?
Donnie does. I don't introduce myself. You know that. Here.
I'm Justin, and this is Rebecca. This is the Burnout Box show, live from American Muscle in Malvern, Pennsylvania. We've been here all day, so we're doing silly stuff like putting pepperoni on our eyelids.
No, we are not. You were the one that put the pepperoni on your eyelids, and I don't know that I've ever done that, and I don't think I ever will. I have put cucumber on my eyelids, though, before. And tea bags. Oh, Jesus, why did I say that?
That's a totally normal thing, you know, to put cucumbers and
no, don't say it
herbal
again.
tea on your eyelids. So it's been a pretty fun day. We have a little bit of a throughput issue on Wi-Fi, so we're just doing YouTube. So anybody that's on Facebook, just come over to our YouTube channel. We know you know how to use it, and we know you know where to find it. Got 18 people watching already.
That's awesome. It's you. You're the draw here.
I'm the draw. Mm-hmm. Well, Donnie's back home at the shop.
Well, no, Donnie is not back home at the shop. We have Don Don.
The Don Don with us, token Donnie, I guess. And some of the other VMP staff is up here with us. Chris and Matt over here. All right, Tiger, just slow down.
I got a sticker.
Yeah.
You have to read the things because you're sitting in for Donnie, so you're the reader.
Slab Shack, is there a way we can drop your links directly into a social group that you are not the administrator? Gabriel, thanks for joining us. Slab Shack, yeah, I think you can just share the YouTube link at the top of the screen to any other, your own Facebook page, other social groups. Go ahead and do that for us. That would be great.
Yeah, do it.
Is it 4:20 out there? We have been training American Muscle customer support staff all day. Lots of talking.
So we said the same presentation how many times?
Yeah, five times.
Was it 5 or 6? It was a lot.
Yeah, it was a lot. So that's hence the pepperoni on the eyes.
Justin's eyes were feeling a little swollen and he needed some reprieve.
I was intending to eat them too.
Yeah. Gabriel Pinheiro says that this is his first time here. Hi.
Thanks for joining us. That's awesome.
You want to read that one?
Would you consider the boost gauge a piece of the total picture when the intake air density and temperature are more important? That's an interesting question.
I don't look at boost on my X4 when I'm data logging.
Your car doesn't even have a boost gauge.
No, so it's not something that I would ever look at.
I built my twin-turbo V6 Mustang. It had no less than 4 or 6 gauges, including 2 boost gauges. But every car that we've built since then, we just check that stuff on the dyno.
And then it is what it is.
Yeah, with the supercharger.
It do what it do.
Yeah. Now your car does have a boost pressure sensor.
Sure. But
that's there for like, if you had a run and you need to know what went wrong, like.
But it's only retrospective at that point, so it's not a good, like, I need to be looking at this as I do look at my temperature. For sure. I like before I do my burnout, I make sure that my intercooler pump is running because they can fail. So if I see temps drop, I know I'm going to make a run. That is really the only thing that I look at before a run, and then down track I look at that too. And if they're sky high, at that point timing's already been pulled. But I do know that like, hey, something went wrong, and if I, like, again, retrospectively, I kind of know what to be expecting and what to go back and be troubleshooting when I get back to the pits.
Now, I think I kind of know what he's asking. You know, can we correlate changes in density, altitude with changes in boosts? And that's a really interesting question because I don't think they correlated a 1-to-1 ratio. Like, in Florida, we can have, we're at sea level, basically all over Florida, 40 to 80 feet above sea level.
Like 30-ish.
Yeah, and we can have a hot summer afternoon, density altitude like 2,500 to 3,000 feet. We're not really making the power, but boost is generally the same as it would be on a cooler day. So it's more of a density altitude affected by, I guess, temperature and humidity, not so much by air density. But but it is by air density because it affects power. But then for every 1,000 feet you go up, every 1,000 to 1,500 feet you go up, you lose about a pound of boost. So like
Right.
that's where that type of true elevation change, you do see a resultant change in boost. Freedom Junkie, will tea bags make my Shelby faster? I don't know, but my eyeballs are feeling a little greasy right now. So
Try it. Let us know.
Um,
I think you needed to do like a quality tea.
What's your favorite tea to drink?
Red Zinger.
Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe we should ask the Don Don. Don Don? He's not answering.
What? Oh, it's Twisted Tea. Chris helped us out.
Oh,
Damn, why
yeah.
don't we know that?
I watched Donnie do the Twisted Tea one time where you cut a hole in the bottom with your knife. And then
Do
you
the
crack
Twisted Tea one
you crack
time, you
the
guys.
top. Oh yeah, this was just such a, he's like, and we were actually at Grid Life and he didn't want to buy the on-site alcohol. So he pounded a case of Twisted Tea.
Yep. And I didn't even help him. It's true.
I'm just watching myself with this 30-second delay make these motions, and I'm not going to do that again. I don't like doing that. So, Gabriel, let's do a serious question. I have a 2011 Shelby GT500 with 25,000 miles. I was thinking doing a twin turbo. Is that a good idea with a supercharger or without? So, Gabriel, we're going to hold off on that next question for a minute, Gabriel.
Like forever.
Really, the Shelby GT500, I mean, it's factory supercharged.
Yeah.
It works really good. There's a lot of supercharger options.
You can upgrade your
Yeah.
supercharger.
We just had one in the shop that made over 1,100 horsepower.
Yeah. Oh, good. I was going to talk about that, but then I was like, eh.
Yeah, we're not saying like all the details
No,
yet.
yeah,
So.
we're making an awesome video for you guys.
Yeah.
So.
But I totally like the compound boost thing is like really, really cool.
Yeah, it's attractive for sure.
But you also kind of seem like you're new to the hobby. You've got a totally stock car. Do you want to put yourself through that much stress like right off the bat?
Yeah, it's a whole lot to manage.
Yeah.
So I think that maybe a supercharger upgrade option might be a more reliable and drivable option for you, because you are going to run into reliability and drivability and just like headache type stuff by doing this compound boost, which, hey, if you go for it and it's awesome, you're not going to regret it.
It's awesome.
Yeah, you're not going to regret it. But
I mean, one of the things we were talking about with the American Muscle staff today is, and it was their customer support staff that we were here to do training for on VMP products, services, tuning, is like, most customers, they want to be able to drive their car, enjoy it, spend time having fun with it, not working on it, and that's what a lot of our products bring to the table.
And you have to think about like, okay, is this my only car? Am I using it to get to work? Do I want to deal with like something that could potentially affect my livelihood if I can't get to work or whatever?
Right, right.
And when there are really good supercharger upgrade options, that might be the reasonable compromise.
You are very welcome, Gabriel, and any more questions or thoughts that come to mind, please post them up here.
Yeah.
That's what we're here for, talk about stuff.
Keep on talking about this.
Me.
We changed color.
Today.
Oh, you are changing colors on.
Oh, we look so much more natural now.
Oh, I like this better pinkish.
I like us better with the bluish hue.
Okay.
Don Don looks better too.
True. I
Yeah.
do have to agree. Is it? What? How are you changing? How's the? Ah.
Nice. Oh, that's a good question, Gabriel.
You read it out loud?
Yeah. What are the weak points on a Shelby 5.4 liter engine? I hear the oil gears and the timing gear are a problem.
Mm-hmm.
So, it's kind of a funny question because we've been working on GT500 since they came out in 2006.
Yep.
And nobody really ever worried about that until the Coyote came around.
Yeah. Like, you didn't ever hear of anybody doing oil pump gears or timing you didn't hear anybody doing that stuff on GT500s until sometime after 11, because it was not a thing in 11. We didn't do it.
It wasn't like a rash like on the internet like it is now. I will tell you though, Bobby Williams was an early adopter of oil pump air failures. But that was like back in 2006, 2007, 2008, before we even knew it was a thing. He is a buddy that had a supercharged 01 Cobra. But really on the Shelbys, I mean, as much as we've been working on them, we don't really see that issue. In 700 to 800 rear wheel horsepower on the stock engine, it really, I'm going to say pretty much all day long. You get up to 800, 850, yes, you're starting to tax things. But 750, very, very comfortable.
Yeah.
Pump gas on our Gen 3, good exhaust. Wouldn't have a problem doing that. Luby, what about into O with a supercharger?
What are you trying to do, Luby? That's what I want to know. I mean, what I'm going to ultimately say is do it, but I want to know what you're trying to do.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people use a small shot on a supercharged car to get a little more power and cool it off.
Yeah, it's not a bad idea. It just depends on what you're doing. And if you're class racing and it doesn't fit into your class rules, don't do it. If you're not doing that and you're wanting to use it for a little bit extra power, a little bit of boost, a little bit of cooling effect, do it.
Yeah, I mean, you know, with supercharged cars, like in the hot summertime, it's a good way to make up for the loss of DA or the increase in DA.
Yeah.
Gabriel, back again. I was looking at your website on a Gen 3 800 horsepower kit. That looks very good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
and it's going to be less of a headache than your twin turbo and supercharged GT500 that you were talking about, Gabriel. It's OE quality. It's going to be reliable. It's going to be easier to, I mean, to install that on a GT500 is a walk in the park, basically.
We do some at shows, and it's like 2 or 3 hours.
Yeah.
You can swap everything and have it on the dyno and have it tuned. I mean, obviously, it's going to take you longer at home, but like that's just how easy it is to put things in perspective. Let's see here. Luby.
JP.
Okay. Hey, Rebecca, it's JP going
Hey, JP.
phase 1, Roush TVS. If I want to swap to a Gen 3, will it bolt up to the Roush lower manifold?
Yep, do it.
Yeah, exactly. Luby, he just wanted to use the nitrous to keep the temps down with a blower.
Yep, like I said, do it. I'm telling everybody to do it tonight. Like, I am a pusher. Let's do it. Everybody do what you want.
Justin Young.
Hey, Justin.
Got your email today, Justin. Really excited to keep planning for Mod Nationals. I know it's going to be awesome. Yes. Yes. So, yeah, we're excited about the rule change by the NHRA.
Talk about that?
Yeah, let's talk about... so the NHRA and the IHRA are the kind of sanctioning bodies
for drag racing.
Pretty much all the drag strips across the U.S., quarter mile and eighth mile. And these drag strips, they have to have a certain sanctioning body that they're with to be able to get like insurance and stuff. So NHRA kind of sets the rules whether we like it or not. And the cars, I mean, you and I have been drag racing for 18 years now.
A long time.
Yeah. We're not that old, so I will admit we did start young. But the cars keep getting faster. And the safety equipment, like, the cars get faster at a much faster rate than you can install in the safety equipment.
Right, and there's the whole, like, cars are coming from the factory really freaking fast, and people don't want to put...
Nobody wants to put a roll bar in their car. They want, you know, you're talking about cutting holes in the interior, and like a roll bar is actually dangerous on the street if you're not wearing a helmet.
You don't want those bars near your head. It's bad news.
Yeah, so NHRA has come out and said that if your vehicle's new enough and has a DOT type tire on it, which there's a bunch of DOT drag radials, that you don't need to have a roll bar until you go faster than now 10.0. And there's kind of been some rules to where that's been interpreted.
So it was prior to the rule that came out on the 19th. It did not need a bar if it went if it was slower than 10.0 and was unmodified. They removed that unmodified verbiage from it. So
yeah, unmodified was interpreted a lot of different ways.
Yep, some people would interpret it at a track as that the firewall was unmodified, the floor pan was unmodified. It was left open to interpretation by the tracks, even though that wasn't NHRA's intent. And now NHRA has kind of followed suit and
clarified it like to things that actually make sense. Like if you still have airbags in your car, you know, and all the factory safety equipment that's standard on 2008 and newer vehicles, then, you know, that's what's really important to us.
Right. These are the things that are meant to keep you safe and are going to keep you safe in lieu of a roll bar. And so essentially it means that you can put a blower on a 08 or newer car and go and run and not have to worry about being in the safety spec. And a lot of people are hoping that the new rules will follow suit for a little bit quicker cars, that a 10-point will become the new legal down to 8.0 rather than to 850.
Yeah, I mean, because let's be realistic, cars are running 850s like nothing, and you need actually a certified chassis with a funny car style cage around the driver to legally go faster than 850. And I mean, you're going 8.0 in a street car essentially, so a car that can be streeted.
Yeah, for sure.
And once again, the performance is...
I'm out of safety spec, but,
yeah,
you know.
The performance, once again, is advancing faster than, like, you can get bars in your car.
So we're excited for this change. I think it'll be good for the sport.
Yeah. Yeah, Justin, yeah, I mean, that would be the next step is the 10-point cages down to 8.0, like Rebecca was saying. 67 Fairlane Coyote says, I'm building a 67 Fairlane. With a 12 Coyote truck engine. I'm close to finished. My 2018 GT ported intake is on its way. Have you encountered any drivability issues with the IMRCs wide open? So that's an interesting question to me because the 2018 intake manifold, it has bigger runners. So that means like at idle and part throttle, the velocity of the air is going to be lower, which means the way it goes into the chamber and swirls and mixes a little bit different. I try to think about all this stuff in terms of what's really happening.
Like, what is the physics behind what's going on here?
Yeah. You know, that being said, we're going to swap a 2018 manifold onto our Project Chucky. I assume that there could be some small drivability changes, but I think they'll probably be almost imperceptible to somebody that's really cares about performance.
Right.
So I wouldn't worry too much about it. Actually, I know somebody that got I heard, and we haven't tried this yet, I don't think I've told anybody else at the shop, somebody actually hooked the 18 manifold IMRC actuators up to vacuum. So they do close at part throttle and they open at watt, just manually, essentially. And it's kind of a cool idea.
That is kind of cool.
If you have room for them, you could try that. Just run the vacuum lines to bypass the solenoid and just run them straight to vacuum, post-throttle body, of course. And that'd be a neat thing to try.
Yeah. I think
on a Mustang, the engine bay is not big enough, though, without clearance in the firewall, because the vacuum actuators are like this.
Yeah.
Lou B, you want to know if the nitrous is bad for the supercharger rotors? Dry nitrous is most definitely not. Small amounts of wet nitrous or methanol
We've never seen have any
don't
effect.
seem to be a problem either. John P. Paul
It's JP,
Zimmelet. Okay, JP. Sorry, you know the lingo. Me and my boss are ceramic coating a Roush 2.3 TVS to see if it drops IATs down, to see if it makes any more power. Just an idea for you guys to try. So that's interesting. I've played around with ceramic coatings a little bit. I had some turbo manifolds back in the day that I had ceramic coated.
Yeah. We ceramic coated some headers for my car.
Yeah, your stock
Yeah.
headers we had ceramic coated. One of the things that I did is Swain Tech does a variety of coatings. True ceramic coating, like 15 thousandths thick ceramic impregnated coating. They also do a spray-on like heat rejection coating. So I had the intercooler bucket of the supercharger on my Boss 302 that sat down in the valley. I had it coated. And I think your car, we actually wrapped it in some type of...
we wrapped it in something.
Yeah. But definitely, like,
It's interesting,
yeah,
nonetheless.
I mean, the stuff that's exposed to the engine is definitely an idea.
Let us know how it goes.
Oh, boosted F-150. Darn it, the Facebook video doesn't play. I just missed the NHRA rule change convo. Boosted F-150, we'll just update you on that real quick. If you have an 08 newer vehicle and you're on a DOT tire and you have all the factory safety equipment,
You're good down to 10.0 at 134.9.
yeah, yeah. And most tracks, most tracks do give you some leeway. Like if you run 999 one day, they're just going to say, hey, slow it down a little bit until you get the right stuff. Okay, boosted F-150, what are the changes? 67 Fairlane Coyote, really, might have to give that a try. The Fairlane has room. Okay, cool. Try it out, and when Rebecca and Donnie are back on Burnout Box, let us know. Hey, like, is Donnie chiming in? Can somebody tell if he's one of the viewers?
I don't know.
Maybe he'll post up here, and he can get to see his alter ego, the Don Don.
I sent him a picture.
Oh, okay.
Like, yeah, we kept him in the loop.
Okay, good. Boosted F-150, the rule change was actually dated, I think, yesterday.
Yep.
So it's
out there. Go with it for now.
Go to the track now. As with all rules, bring your own copy to show the officials. Keep them updated.
Yeah, they may not be as up to date as you are.
Yeah.
Hey, Dorian. I didn't realize that it was you.
Oh, man,
awesome.
Dorian, that's awesome for you. That's great.
Yeah, perfect. I'm going to eat the last cracker.
You're going to eat the last cracker?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna keep talking then. Can you share that water?
Mm-hmm.
So we have some new stickers out, which Matt is going to proudly bring over to us and display on his body.
Oh, yeah, I'll show that one too.
Matt's been up here doing training with American Muscle.
I'm kind of like out of loop of the screen, so I'm just kind of not seeing myself just yet. So I don't know whether I'm proportioned right.
I think you're right.
Yep,
yeah.
There it is.
Yeah. All right, we're good.
All right.
So we've got small and large VMP Gen3 stickers now.
More reflective and less reflective?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The small ones are really reflective. The big ones, not so reflective. But we'll have to get those up on the website.
Yeah.
And maybe we'll give some away on some of the shows.
That would be awesome.
Yeah. Mike Brown, any testing with meth injection? I ran it on a turbo car because E85 not an option in my area.
That's a bummer, number one. Like,
E85,
E85 for everybody.
E85's gotten a lot more widely distributed over the past 3-4 years.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh my! It's in Daytona.
Yeah.
What else is in Daytona? Transients?
Snowbirds.
Snowbirds and transients.
Spring breakers.
Not really anymore.
Not really anymore.
The city wanted no more of that.
Yeah.
Brodozers. There are brodozers.
Oh, the truck meet in Daytona. Brodozers, yeah. We actually had that question about methanol injection today with the American Muscle customer support reps. So we don't regularly recommend methanol injection unless you have a very, very specific need for it. And honestly, we usually prefer butane or something now, because if you mix a fuel additive and you raise the 93 octane to 100, you're always getting it. With methanol,
it's a done deal with the butane.
Yeah.
You know that you're getting what you're getting, and yeah.
Yeah, but with methanol injection, if you have some type of failure, then your tune's really aggressive, expecting methanol to be there, and then it's not there, then you could have engine damage. However, if you're really careful and it's the only option you have, there are some valid reasons for it.
Sure. Depending on the application, it might be the option for you.
Yeah.
But in a lot of applications, there are other options that are probably a little bit better suited and a little bit more reliable.
Yeah. And consult with your tuner and kind of see what they want to do.
Yeah. And definitely let them know that one of your reasons is that you don't have E85 as an option in your area too, because I mean that is a valid point.
Yeah, I mean I know we've done some cars on methanol injection that have made some good power with smaller pulleys and stuff. JP's back again. Rebecca, I have to drive an hour to get near an E85 station.
That's just wrong. Everybody should have access to E85.
Well, you get the big barrel.
And don't you live in like the heart of cornfield city? Like you're up by Joliet. All I remember is seeing cornfields up there. You guys should have more access to E85 than anybody. It's just not American. Where's the website with a link for the new rules? I have a strict track near me that I will need to pull it up for. Dorian, check out NHRA.
We saw it. So did somebody email it to us? Where did we see it?
It's been posted all over Facebook, but I don't want to say the wrong link. I will.
I'll try and find it.
Yeah.
Post it on here.
Yep. And we'll post it for you so that you can have it, and anybody else that needs it can, and that way you can get back to the track with your truck. What else we got tonight?
Gosh, so we've got up here yesterday.
Mm-hmm. We're up in Pennsylvania. If you guys don't know where American Muscle is, I don't know if we mentioned that it was Pennsylvania or we just said American Muscle. I don't remember, and I don't expect anybody else to remember at this point either.
We got like 2 or 3 different addresses up here. Mm-hmm. So yesterday we were at the corporate headquarters.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
We saw the bowling alley.
Yep.
The golf simulator.
Yep. All the studios.
The coffee bar.
Saw Justin Dugan and Stephanie Wood, and it was great talking to them.
Yeah, we got to hang out with Justin.
Justin needs a Gen 3.
Yeah, we got to tease him about this a little bit. He slapped a sticker on his car, and we got to hang out with Stephanie and see what she was working on. Yeah, they have a lot going on there. We made a vlog about it. We're making a vlog about it.
We'll have that out soon for you guys.
Yeah. We're going back there tomorrow.
Yep.
I'm kind of like thinking I might want to take advantage of the barista in the coffee bar.
I know. They have, you guys, this place is insane. They have a barista with a coffee bar in their cafe, and like you can get Starbucks style drinks, and outside they have a liquor bar. Like, it's crazy.
Has anybody confirmed that yet?
I saw liquor.
Okay. Yeah.
Chris, you saw liquor yesterday, right? Okay.
Okay.
Yep.
Dorian got some E85 while watching us.
Perfect. That's very American, Dorian. That's great. I hope the national anthem was playing at the same time.
I thought you guys stopped drinking on Burnout Box. Okay, let's go back to 67 Fairlane Coyote. The Fairlane is running E85 with stock fuel rails. Do you recommend your booster pump, and if so, will the Mustang kit you offer work with minor modifications, or you do offer a universal kit? That's a great question. You know, how to get enough E85 to a naturally aspirated engine. Most of the swaps, you're running an aftermarket fuel pump and an aftermarket fuel pressure regulator. So as long as you've got a decent sized injector and enough fuel pressure, that's really all you need. For a naturally aspirated car, like a 340 liter per hour, but more preferably a 400 or a 465 liter per hour Walbro pump is going to be, a single one is going to be ideal. I mean, that's just going to ensure that you don't run out of fuel. Because when you're picking fuel pumps, like the bigger ones, like $20 or $30 more. Yeah. And stock rails will work. We make some really nice billet rails with number 8 fittings, but stock rails will work. JP's got a question again.
Nah, he said that they think that they would have it and see, but the Sandhills area is scarce. We only had 2 E85 stations in the past 10 years, and now we have none. That's terrible.
Yeah, that's a bummer, JP. Well, MGT 92 Cobra 1. Any updates on Justin's 2012 GT500 with long tubes and any dyno videos?
Chris, what you got? What you got?
Well, So we think my GT500 has a bad wideband. That was the latest analysis after Joe and I were talking about it.
Was that recent? That I wouldn't have known about it 'cause I wasn't.
We've put it on the dyno with the Gen3 and the long tubes, and it's an 85,000 mile car, so we're thinking that one or two of the widebands got damaged while working on it, and we're going to replace that and make more dyno pulls. Yes, we are troubleshooting our own freaking car because it worked fine before.
And then we broke it.
Yeah.
As those things go, and that's, it's good for us because we know that, these are things that can happen and how to fix them.
67 Fairlane Coyote says he's got the Phantom 340 Aeromotive pump. Yeah, it should be okay for a naturally aspirated Coyote. If you lean towards like a 47-pound injector, that's going to make sure you're covered. Because a stock injector, unless you run it at like 60 or 65 rail pressure, which is 10 pounds higher than a stock Coyote fuel system, on the edge.
Yep.
And then the Dirty D, is that a regular on the show?
No, not.
Okay.
I mean, it might be. I know the Facebook name's better.
Okay, so he's talking about the E85 1.5 mile and another 3 miles from me, never below 82%, and I'm in Cali.
Awesome.
Sweet.
That's great.
67 Fairlane Coyote, thanks for the info.
No problem. Yes, thank you. Chris got you that link, Dorian. It's in the comments, and you can click it, print it out, take it to your track, and run some awesome times.
Edumacate them, as we say.
Yep. Do we want to talk about our question? I kind of chose a position for you.
Okay.
Because I felt that I was well equipped to do it, and then I wasn't so sure, but we're just gonna go with it. So, what is the superior dessert? And I want you guys to chime in. Is it cake or ice cream? And theoretically, we each have different viewpoints on this, but I got gun shy after we came up with it, so I might be wrong.
So we're asking them, is it cake or ice cream?
Yeah, and
gosh.
my assumption is that yours is not the same as mine.
Oh, my opinion versus my preference versus your preference. Because I think this kind of came up at dinner last night. You thought I was going to get something for dessert, and I'm like, no.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, so we've got one person already chiming in. Brian says, ice cream on top of a warm cookie. Okay.
What kind of ice cream, Brian? Do you like, are you like the purist, the vanilla? Or do you want like chocolate swirls?
And Jake Halley 21's gonna have it both ways.
This is gonna bring
warm cake and ice cream.
This is gonna bring everybody out of the woodwork now. So they want their opinion to be heard.
Yep. Just plain.
Okay, I can respect that. Yeah. So we were in Key West a couple weeks ago. Mm-hmm. Key West is famous for key lime pie.
Yeah.
And they do this twist on key lime pie. And actually, as many times as we've been to Key West, this may have been the first time I had it. So they take key lime pie, they put it on a stick, and they dip it in chocolate.
They freeze it first.
Yeah, they freeze it.
And then they dip it in chocolate.
And the key lime pie filling takes on kind of a smooth, ice creamy texture.
Yeah.
And you've got the chocolate covering and, of course, the graham cracker crust. Rebecca makes the best key lime pie, by the way.
Yeah.
Because it has a graham cracker crust that you can eat by itself.
We haven't eaten it by itself.
Yeah, we have. Cooked, uncooked.
Whatever. It's just butter and honey and graham crackers.
Marshmallow pie you make.
Oh, that's
with the same type of
freaking
crust.
Awesome too.
Yes.
It's a brownie. It's a s'mores pie, so it's the graham cracker crust and then brownie batter and then marshmallows toasted on top, and it's freaking amazing.
Yes, it is very good. So Lou, brownie cake with ice cream and caramel drizzle. I like that.
Yep. Dino's also going to have it both ways.
Yep.
Ice cream cake.
Nice. Dirty D's got an automotive-related question.
And we're all into desserts.
What kind of boost, timing, and horsepower would I see from a Gen3 with E85, cat delete, catback, but no headers, 79 millimeter, 75 millimeter? Your world would be rocked, Dirty D. I mean, just to, just to say that out loud. You're thinking of 79 or 75 on a Gen 3. You're a brave soul, assuming that's the stock engine. But no, it'll make. We made with an 85 millimeter pulley. We made 820 at about 22 to 24 degrees of timing, with about 13 pounds of boost. Of course, this was full wide open exhaust. It didn't have headers. It was a race car, so no cats, and that was on an Optima Challenge car. So if you step down in pulley size like that, the power is just going to pile on, and you're going to be backing off timing to keep it conservative, which, hey, whatever you want to do.
Yep.
But
do it.
Yeah, I mean, on the 85, you could run 22 to 24 degrees of timing. You could run an 82 millimeter pulley and make, well into the 800s. That thing's going to run strong. Oh, we got something a little different here. 67 Fairlane Coyote says, banana cream pie, ice cream, or death. Okay.
Feels very strongly about this one.
I've just, I've never been really able to, take to bananas for some reason a whole lot.
You don't want it.
Okay.
Yeah.
We got somebody new here. Adin Martinez. I have a 2008 GT500 with 23,000 miles, and I'm looking on a Gen 3 with the 85. What do you guys think? Horsepower numbers. Internally, we haven't done on milder builds, like a stock car.
Right.
We haven't done a whole lot of E85 with the Gen 3.
Right.
But traditionally, you can expect to see 40 to 80 rear wheel horsepower over pump 93.
Right.
And about, closer to 30 to 40 over race gas. So you could run a 2.6 pulley and E85 and do very, very well. You could even probably run a less aggressive pulley and just let the motor be really efficient with that E85. So you wouldn't be breaking a sweat to make 800, is what I'm basically saying.
JP says ice cream cake. A lot of people want it both ways. You guys, you have to choose. I want to know cake or ice cream. Not, I'm just going to not choose.
But it's the texture. Cake can be too dry. Ice cream is just smooth, unless you start getting ice cream with stuff mixed into it. I don't know. But you just like it simple.
I'm strongly in one camp.
Yeah,
I want everybody to be as decisive as me. I'm a very decisive and practical person.
I know what camp you're in.
I know, so it kind of.
Yeah. Just go ahead and admit it.
I am a cake person. I am not an ice cream person. Don't like ice cream.
The coldness goes so good.
I don't like the coldness. And together, the idea of them together is just.
Really?
Yeah. Oh, God. Never, ever, ever. Oh, yes. Chris, you are no longer dead to me. You're an alive person that eats pineapple cake, and I like it.
We should find some, we're going to go out to dinner tonight. We should find some pineapple upside down cake with some ice cream on top.
No ice cream.
Chris is getting excited over here. Come to the side. Maybe we can find a Kroger and get some to take back to the hotel.
Is there Kroger here? There was Wegman. What is it? Wegmans?
Okay.
Yep. Poor Dirty D lost the internet and missed the answer. He's got E85 coming out his ears, but no internet.
Oh, Dirty D, you're gonna make some darn good power. You can go back on the show a little bit, but you only need an 82 or an 85 to make well over 800 rear wheel horsepower. So you can kind of choose how hard you want to push it. But the good thing is the Gen 3 is really efficient. The boost comes on very gradually and just takes off, and I think that's easier on the motor. So I wouldn't worry about going mid 800s on a strong Coyote like a 15 to 17.
See, Gabriel's with me. Ice cream and cake is throw up. It is. It's nasty. Why would you mix that crap? Okay, I don't like ice cream to begin with, but then the idea of mixing it's like you. Oh, I just don't like it.
I just like food though, so as evident by my stomach. So and then JP's if I have to pick, it's got to be cheesecake. He's totally in a different camp.
Okay. No, I can respect that. Like, cheesecake, okay, do it.
Cheesecake can be very multifaceted.
Do it. A good cheesecake. If you get crab cheesecake, though, it's so sad.
What? What kind of cheesecake?
Crappy.
Oh, crab cheesecake. I thought you said crab cheesecake.
Crab cheesecake
That would be sad.
Would be really sad, too. Ew. I want to vomit right now thinking about it.
Nutty50 says, hi, Rebecca and Justin. Welcome back to PA. Awesome to hear about working with American Muscle. Any chance VMP and AM will have special pricing? So that's an interesting question. You know, basically some of the signature VMP products are available through American Muscle. Our tuning services, our supercharger kits, and pulleys and stuff like that. American Muscle's got a great following, so some of their customers just prefer to buy in one place, and now they've got access to the VMP line. Pricing is generally the same across the board.
That's going to be the same.
MAP pricing amongst all our dealers, but you know, if there's something special about the American Muscle that you like working with them, you have a certain person here that you like talking to, by all means, you know, continue that relationship. Slab Shack, Bluebell, cookies and cream. That sounds...
like, I just, you put stuff in the ice cream that's like, shouldn't be soggy, and then it gets soggy. I think that's my problem with it, like, ugh.
So Slab Shack.
The thing is I don't eat very quickly. I think that's why I don't like ice cream. And it gets melty and everything around it gets soggy, and I think that's probably why I don't like it.
Slab Shack, I love ice cream with all kinds of like stuff.
Yeah, Justin wants, like, the more shit you can put in his ice cream, that's what he wants.
Yeah,
like
pretty much.
a freaking Cold Stone, put everything in it. Put it all in. Some of that, some of that, some of that, some of that.
I'm pretty reasonable. Like, so like Reese's Cups and like some fudge, and then just put it all together.
And some brownies.
Or
on top of a brownie.
Oh, yeah, I stopped eating that, though. That was too much to have unless I wasn't going to eat dinner or something. Neil Terrio.
He has vibration.
Okay, so you read through his question quick. I have a 13 Boss and have upgraded clutch and one-piece drive shaft. Rear adjustable upper and lowers, among other things. I have a weird vibration when at a level speed. Not accel, decel. Thoughts? It's probably in the drive shaft.
Yep.
You could try indexing it.
It's not going to be your brakes because it's not on decel.
Yeah, it's probably not ring gear if it's on acceleration, deceleration.
It's just level. So yeah, I would be highly suspicious of your drive shaft.
And you could try indexing it, which just means changing the pinion sides held on by 6 bolts, just kind of like taking them out, rotate it
a little bit.
Yeah, but here's the thing about S197 and S550. The drive shaft's really long. Ford kind of put two-piece
in there because they were worried about noise and vibration and harmonics.
I mean,
it's kind of...
Most people...
It kind of comes with the territory a little bit.
Most people can keep it under control, like below 80 miles an hour, so they don't, they don't notice it when they're driving normal. But unfortunately, it's way more common than you would think.
Yeah.
Dirty D's got a 15 GT. Yeah, get on that, man. Make some power. For whatever reason, the 15 to 17 motors, they power scales very, very well with boost. Like, they seem to make really good top-end numbers with a good 10, 15 pounds of boost.
Jose asked about what can happen if you run a 93 tune and run 87 gas. So that's a question we had today also at American Muscle, and it's valid because, okay, there's a hurricane and all that's available is 87. Is this going to be eminently detrimental to my car? Or, oops, somebody accidentally put 87 in my car, or whatever reason, or shit, my bank account's really low. I had to put 87 in it. Just don't drive it aggressively. Like, octane is only important at wide open throttle, so don't drive it aggressively, and you're going to be fine. You'll make it through that tank at 87.
Yeah.
Yep. And Slabcheck, he had clarified about the cookies and cream.
Oh, okay.
But then he retracted, so whatever.
Dirty D.
I got that the cookies and cream came in it. I still eat the ice cream too slowly. I've got 5 kids. I don't ever finish anything in one sitting.
Dirty D, what kind of timing and boost would I see with the 79 millimeter and 75? Currently have the 79. Well, Dirty D, if you go to a Gen 3, you can go up several pulley sizes, still keep boost similar, and still make more power. But on the E85, we can run a lot more timing than we can with pump gas. I think in one of the upcoming videos, I said it's essentially unlimited octane because we really worry more about MBT and where the engine is going to be safe. So if you were to run a 79, there's a possibility you could touch high 800s at the wheel. So I would even consider going up to like an 82 with a Gen 3 on E85. Is that kind of, you kind of get the gist of where I'm going with that? So just reply and let us know because I can explain, I can talk about it from more angles too. We got a lot of people, a fair amount of the people seem to make it over from Facebook.
You have not committed one way or the other to ice cream or cake.
I don't have to commit, I like both.
But the whole idea was that you commit one way or the other. You have to have a strong stance. Like, this is something that was bred out of Donnie and me, and like both of us are very absolute type people. So.
Gosh. So is this like in a world where like Cold Stone exists or doesn't exist?
It's in the real world, but you just have to.
So assuming I could have like the choice of what's in my ice cream, I would have ice cream over cake.
That's what I thought.
Okay.
That is the stance that I imagined you picking, and then I was like, oh, wait a second, I could be wrong. What if he refuses to pick?
We've only been married for over a decade.
Yeah, well, I know well enough that you do like ice cream.
Thanks, Matt.
So.
Neil, thanks. I will index it. May take it to a machinist to balance. Maybe that will make a difference. Appreciate the help. Maybe Gen 3 is in my future. Boss or 15 F-150 though. That's a tough choice.
Oh yeah, that's terrible to have to choose between those two.
Oh, I like how Dirty D, I like all sweets, cake for breakfast, ice cream for lunch, and cheesecake for dinner.
Even though I'm not down with the ice cream, I can get behind the, spreading it throughout the day.
So Neil is thinking about a Boss 302, the Mustang made from 2012 to 2013, which, by the way, the Boss 302 had better rods and pistons than the regular GT, 7,500 RPM rev limiter from the factory, special intake manifold, 373 gears, adjustable, 5-way adjustable front and rear, shocks and struts. It had a lot of little special things.
MT82 trans.
Yeah, we had a 2012 that we had a lot of fun with. So the F-150 though, you got your choice in cab sizes, 2-wheel drive, 4-wheel drive.
I love a 6R80.
Yeah, 6R80 for the win in drag racing. I guess it really depends on what you can do with the car. Like you can do more motorsports, overall motorsports activities with the car.
Yeah, I mean, I loved our Boss. It was so much fun on the road course. Yeah. It was a lot of fun, but I like our F-150 too.
You can do like more like general everyday activities with the F-150 and race it at the track and try.
Oh, it's 4-wheel drive super cruise. Like, I don't know, it's 4-wheel drive, so I'm like really, I'm wanting you to do this F-150. Sounds like a good deal.
Yeah, F-150 with long tubes and a Gen 3. I mean, 650, 700 wheel without trying hard. Our truck has like I think an 85 or 82 millimeter pulley on it right now.
It had a...
It's a big pulley.
It had an 82 on it.
Okay, because we couldn't find an 85.
Right.
And it got 18.5 miles per gallon when you drove it to Atlanta.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that video's coming out soon too.
Yep.
The F-150 that got kicked out of drag week.
The Rebecca that got kicked out of drag week. Let's just tell the truth. They don't like me in Atlanta.
Yeah. Oh, Peyton Lucas. On a Coyote swap, do you think a 450 per hour liter Walbro pump is enough for E85 and a blower in the future? So that's a good question, Peyton. E85 just takes so much more fuel volume.
Like 30% more fuel volume.
Yeah, and you really need to voltage boost that 450, which, by the way, Walbro doesn't have a problem with. They actually say it flows great. I think they publish flow data up to like 18 volts. Or you're going to really need 2 of them. So just doing 2 of them is probably easier. Then you don't have to worry about, am I making 700? Am I making 900?
Yeah, that's what I was going to say, was 2. Neil wants to know about rear suspension for that F-150.
Well, if it's 4-wheel drive, the front end does half the work.
Yep.
Traction bars are nice to limit wheel hop.
Yep.
You control that axle wind up. So we just recently put them on our truck.
We haven't had a chance to test them since
yeah.
Atlanta wouldn't let me run the truck.
I mean, we got to a point where we just could not launch it any harder.
Right. It just wouldn't take anymore. It would launch around 1,300, and then if I gave it any bit more, like if I went up to 1,500, no.
Yeah, and it was just like the axle was just literally doing the wind up, and then when it springs back, that's when you get the wheel hop.
And it's too hard to get your foot out of it. Like even if you step out immediately, you start breaking crap.
Yeah, you tear the U-joints don't like working across a huge range of motion, and the drive shaft flies out. I had some crappy video of that somewhere. It
flies out, but you can still make it down the track.
In front-wheel drive. How to convert your F-150 to front-wheel drive?
Just spit a drive shaft out. So yeah, I think traction bars would be a great.
But we just put them on our truck after 2 years.
Yeah. So I mean, maybe not necessary until you get up higher in horsepower.
Yeah, I'll tell you, our truck has a 331 gear, so it has to work a lot harder to 60 foot. The trucks with the 55 and the 73,
jealous.
They 60 foot better, easier.
And I'm like, I am used to 60 footing a car, so it's so hard for me in the truck.
You want to launch as hard as you can when you're driving the truck.
Yep, it's hard for me in the truck.
Oh gosh, so we got 32 people still online. That's awesome. We're coming up on 7 o'clock though, so I think we got to get our final questions in. What are we going to do for Burnout Box next Thursday?
I think we're just back in the office and.
We got lights out next Thursday.
Oh shoot, we'll be live again, or we'll be on the road again.
Yeah, we're going to be at No Mercy next Thursday night.
Yep. So if you are out at No Mercy, definitely come by and see us. We will not have a booth, but I'll be there running the 11 car, and we'll have a handful of T-shirts. We'll have a ton of stickers.
We'll bring some new VMP Gen3 stickers with us.
And we'll be out there running the car, and hopefully, oh my gosh, if I can see a 5.0 out of it, I will be so happy. Yeah,
we'll see how the weather shakes out and everything.
And like 133. I'm shooting for 133.
Oh, in the 8th?
Yeah.
Oh, that would be awesome.
Yep.
So. Neil said, awesome, would love to see some videos about your truck and Joe's 373s for me. Yeah, Neil, just check out a lot of our YouTube pages. A lot of videos going back a couple of years on our F-150. And Gabriel, we'll take this as the last question. What's the deal with a TR6060 on a Shelby? I want to change my plate to second gear grind. They're usually pretty reliable, but you know, if there was some hard driving done, you could do some damage to the synchros.
I abused the crap out of that TR6060.
Yeah. A lot of people can rebuild Tremec transmissions, so if you can just get some new second gear synchros, the thing will probably be good as new.
Thanks, Neil.
Thanks, Neil. Yeah. All right, everybody.
Everybody have a good night.
We'll see you next time.
From the road. Where do we go next after that? Half mile, October 12th. No, that's not right.
October 20th, I think.
October 20th.
Half mile race in Ocala.
And then Mod Nationals.
Cool. See you later.